This is a great fight. Devin Haney versus Vasiliy Lomachenko. A fight that's probably been in the works for the best part of 3 years or so. I can remember being in New York in 2019 when Devin Haney was fighting Zaur Abdullayev for the interim WBC belt in 2019. So 3.5, 4 years ago, he was calling out Lomachenko then. But now I mean, when you look at the fight, I would probably think that Lomachenko would have beat Devin Haney back then. But now you're looking at Devin Haney 3 years on, undisputed lightweight world champion. He's massive at the weight, got a strong jab, stiff jab, fast jab, and probably one of the best jabs in the lightweight division, if not in boxing, when you can watch the Kambosos fights. But let me just tell you how good a fight this is. Obviously, I've said it on numerous occasions in my videos that this year has been great for fights, especially here in the UK. Chris Eubank Jr., Liam Smith, Yard Bertabiev, Lee Wood Lara. Out in the US, we've got Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia being made. Now looks like we've got Devin Haney. I don't think anything's official yet. Devin Haney versus Lomachenko. But I said, again, I'm loving this. I'm loving this fight. I'm loving the fights that are being made in 2023. It's just great for boxing. And just staying on the Haney-Lomachenko fight, Lomachenko has wanted a crack at the undisputed for a long, long time. Even when he was sort of like in that era 3 years ago when he got made franchise champion by the WBC and whatnot, all that confusion, I won't go into that. But it's hard to look at Lomachenko in his last performance, and he's not a natural lightweight. He's very, very small, but he campaigns at lightweight. A super featherweight's probably his division, but he's very, very small, and he's shown that he can beat big lightweights. Comey fight comes to mind as well, and he can knock them down. But he is very, very small. He's getting older now. I believe he's 33, 34 years old. On his last performance, people are going to look at his last performance and say he's got no hope against Devin Haney. But I just look at sort of like the Usyk Chisora fight, how close Chisora, well, I didn't know how close it was, but how Usyk didn't look great against Chisora and then faced Anthony Joshua and looked great. Do you know what I mean? So fighters can have these fights where they don't look great, and then the next time they're going to perform on the big stage. Devin Haney's a big stage for all the belts. You're guaranteed you're going to see the best Lomachenko. Southpaw as well against the orthodox fighter that suits Lomachenko. If you go back to 2021, I think it was, I was at the fight, Haney and Linares at Mandalay Bay. Linares had him hurt in the final seconds. I think it was in the 6th round. I can't remember. Had him hurt with a flurry, and that southpaw stance. And Haney walked back to his corner on jaded legs. So he can be hurt, Devin Haney, from a southpaw with fast hands. Lomachenko. I know styles make fight, but look what Lomachenko did to Linares, and it was a closer fight with Devin Haney. But again, styles make fights. Don't read too much into that. So has Lomachenko still got it in the tank? Has he still got the speed, the desire, the want at being 34 years old? I think he's 34. I'm guessing here. Might be he's probably younger, but I think he's 33, 34. Against a younger, much younger, fresher, undefeated, undisputed world champion. Sorry about that. Undisputed world champion. In Devin Haney. Devin Haney's, like I said to you, he's got a great jab, absolutely fantastic jab. He does all the basics right. So your 1-2s, your 1-2 hooks, everything's nice and straight, boom, boom, calculated. He's fast, he's sharp, he sets traps, he counters, and he knows how to tie you up if you're in too close. He'll just tie you up. He holds. He doesn't let you get your work off on the inside, which Lomachenko would want to do. He'd want to work on that inside. You know how Lomachenko likes to roll, step out, step in. And he, like I said to you, he's got a great fight, and he knows how to tie people up, Devin Haney. On that side as well, that you look at the way he looked at the weigh-ins in the Kambosos fights, especially the last one, he looked very, very dry, very drawn in. And a lot of questions were asked if he would move up into the super lightweight division because of his the way he looked in terms of, the way he looked in terms of on the scales in the last Kambosos fight. But he's sticking around. Looks like he's sticking around to give Lomachenko a fight. He's wanted the Lomachenko fight for the best part of 3.5, 4 years now, and now he's got it. But you're probably looking at the way the careers, the trajectory of their careers are going. Lomachenko's probably coming this way, and then Haney's going up. So again, it's going to be a great fight. A great fight. You've got a young, hungry, great jab, fast hands, does the basics right, knows how to counter, can set traps in Devin Haney. Then you've got Lomachenko, who's obviously got the skill set, got the pedigree, the amateur pedigree, world champion on his third fight. Do you know what I mean? 3-weight world champion, I believe he was as well. So you've got all that in the older man, but albeit a very, very smaller lightweight than Devin Haney. But like I said to you, it's a great fight. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. And I think these fights getting made is just the catalyst now. What we need to see. We need to see Usyk Fury, and we need to see Spence Crawford. It's as simple as that. And fingers crossed we can see it by at least by the end of this year. It's going to be great. I'm looking forward to it. Lomachenko versus Devin Haney. Let me know what your thoughts. Who wins?